Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be so different from like my usual videos where we're talking about like celebrity culture, pop culture, gossip tea. I'm gonna be spilling, I guess, a bit more about myself and my life and what's been going on with me, and just really being honest with you guys, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, for the longest time now I've put on the show. I've definitely giving you guys, I guess, the impression that, you know, everything's sweet, everything's cool, she seems great or whatever, when in reality it's so far from that. And if I'm being honest with you, like, I never wanted to be one of those creators who just sat down here and just revealed all about their life, because I've loved privacy for the longest time now, and I still do. And I feel like just having a private life and kind of being a little bit mysterious has been my thing for the longest time now. You know, like, no one really knows me. They just know that I'm a chatterbox and that I'm just so opinionated and I love pop culture, and, you know, I make music and this, that, and the other. But I just want to be able to really just keep it real with you guys, because the more that I'm dealing with things and struggling, the more I kind of feel as though people who keep up with me and watch my videos and follow me on Instagram don't exactly see that from me. I guess here and there on Instagram I kind of give you guys I like to just keep it real with you guys there a little bit more, but even with that I definitely could let you guys in a little bit more. But I just feel like, I don't know, like, I'm just struggling. And I made a post a couple of, I think, well, by the time you're seeing this, a couple of, I think it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I was saying that I don't like who I am right now. And, you know, people were like, oh my god, Keisha, like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And you know what, I'm actually not saying these things for attention. Like, I'm not the type of person where it's like, oh my god, like, I'm gonna post this just so that people can show some remorse for me or reach out to me or anything. I truly just don't know who to talk to. I truly don't know who to talk to. I've been struggling for a very long time now. I wish I could say it's just been a few days, but it's honestly been, you know, a year and a half, touching 2 years. And I wish I knew what it was that was triggering the sadness, or this me spiraling out of control, or the fluctuation of moods. I really don't know what it is. And if you guys have been watching me for a minute now, you guys would know that I'm very vocal about therapy. Therapy is such a, I think the black community is more accepting of attending therapy, but there was a time period, even maybe 2 years ago, 3 years, I think pre-COVID, where people were like, oh, forget about therapy, like, it's not that big of a deal, just like pray, or just like, just, there were so many other remedies or things you would be advised to do. I think in a lot of households, like ethnic minorities, I would say, where they would be like, pray, do this, do that, do that. And, you know, because you're so desperate to be okay, you do all of these things, right? You do all these things thinking that, okay, you're going to get some sort of answer, you're going to be fine. But I haven't been fine in a year and a half, 2 years. And again, I wish I knew what the triggering points were, but I don't know. I mean, with me attending therapy, I'm spilling everything. I'm spilling my traumas. I'm revisiting my traumas. And I'm somebody who likes to block ish out. And I think that that's why I've gone so far with creating content, talking about this person, doing this, giving you guys my opinions, posting these cute ass pictures, when in reality, deep down, like, yes, it's great that I'm posting that because A, I feel like I look cute that day, or I feel like I have an opinion worth sharing with you guys. So of course I'm going to do that. And it's also part of the job. And I'm very privileged. I can't stand it when YouTubers, influencers, creators just yap on about how this is so hard, this is so hard. Now, granted, every single job has its downfalls and its cons, but I'll be honest with you, doing this is just one of the best things that's happened to me. And I don't feel like I say enough that I love you guys and appreciate you guys. When I'm messaging you guys in the DMs, then yeah, you would hear all about that. But like, I don't know, like, I really do appreciate you guys, and I haven't been okay. And I'm sorry that this video is all over the place, and I don't want to cry, because I'm not gonna lie, I cried a lot last night. I just don't want to cry on camera. It's just not my bag. And you know what? I do this thing where it's like I laugh a lot and I make jokes, because if I don't do that, I would just start crying. If I don't laugh, I'll start crying. And I don't think anybody wants to see that. And I don't even want to see that, to be honest with you. It's been hard for me for the last year and a half, 2 years. But I would say 2022 was really the year where, like, I looked at everything for answers, you know, it's so hard not knowing why you're feeling down. It's so hard. Like, had it been, okay, because of this trauma, this is why I'm acting this way, then okay, at least you have answers, you know, but I don't have the answers. And it's so hard, because then you start to overthink, could it have been this situation? Is this person bugging me to this day? Like, is this affecting me? Is that affecting me, you know? And I mean, this video isn't necessarily going to be me going too in-depth about my life. Maybe I might leave that for another video if I feel like it. But it's so hard, you know, letting people in, because For the longest time now, I wouldn't say I have trust issues, but I don't know what people are going to do with that information. I've said this before, but getting to know me is a privilege in itself. I think I'm a really chill, laid out person who's fun, spontaneous, and got your back, you know? And it's just sad because I feel like I just don't have anyone to talk to, and I live with my family, and now is the only time that I can film this video because they're all out. Every single one of them are out, whether they're gone to work, running some errands, like everybody's out, and I just felt like this was the right time to make this video where I have the privacy to do so. They never really get in my way anyways, but you know when you just need to like speak from the heart, from the gut, you know, like I just really need to get this message out as soon as possible. I'm gonna probably cringe when posting this video just because like this is just not what we usually do around here. It's time to honestly be honest with you guys. I'm so depressed and low, and I don't know how I'm gonna get out of it. I've done the whole religious route. I mean, I would say I'm kind of religious. My mum is specifically, and we've bonded on that within the last year or so. I want to say last couple of months actually. I just recently purchased the Bible. I've been reading that and everything and just getting closer to God and connecting and trying to find answers through that as well, and just not necessarily complaining all the time to him, but more so, you know, as much as there's so many things that I hate right now in my life, there are also privileges that I have, which is you guys. This is not a normal job. This is so far from normal. When I'm introducing myself to other people, or even like if I'm in the Uber and they're asking, oh, like, where are you going? Or like, oh, what do you do for work or whatever? You know, just having a friendly chat. Sometimes I'll just lie. I'll just be capping like, oh yeah, I'm a student, uni. And other times I'm brave enough to be like, and the reason why I say brave is because it's just not a regular job. And a lot of the Uber drivers are like 40, 50, they don't know about their influence in life or content creation. It's crazy because you guys have helped me go to therapy. You know, had it not been for me having my finances together somewhat, I'm able to pay for the therapy sessions, and I've been going therapy since September of last year, and I really wish that I started it a lot earlier, but I just didn't feel like it. And also it's really, I'm not gonna lie to you, the therapist that I go to personally, I guess, is a bit more pricier, I would say, but therapy in general isn't the most affordable. If you have the chance to, you know, attend a therapy session or go to a guidance counselor at your schools, your college, then definitely try that. Am I going to sit on here and say you're going to get everything that you want from it, you're going to get answers? No, because it's been very hard. My last therapy session yesterday, I was crying. Literally had my tissue box on clutch because I just knew it was a bad day for me. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I literally didn't even stay home yesterday. I just did my own thing, didn't even tell anyone about it. And I hate myself for that because that's just not my style. I find that because I'm so low and sad and jealous, and that's another thing. Like, I'd follow people on Instagram, right? Because I like their page, I think they're gorgeous, I like their style, whatever. I would click on their stories, boom, boom, pow, ba, boom, 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 ba, ba. I would see them with their friends and just having a good time on vacation, looking good, you know, getting booked for this, that, and the other. And can I just honestly say, the bottom of my heart, I have not been jealous of anybody. Like, I've been so proud of people. I've been like, oh my God, I wish I can have that. Like, but when I say I wish I can have that, it's not, oh my God, I'm mad at this person because they have that and I don't. It's more so like, oh, this is great, this looks good, I love that for them, I wish that could be me, you know? Because truthfully speaking, I don't feel like I have anyone. I don't. I just don't have anyone to call. 2 days ago, I didn't want to be here anymore. Like, I didn't want to be here anymore, and I know that I'm revealing so much right now. I just didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't see the purpose anymore. And once upon a time, I knew my purpose. I was so tunnel vision on my goals. I knew that music was my passion, entertaining people, and I still think those are my passions, but I'm finding it really tricky to navigate that right now. Like, it's so hard. And everything that that was on my bucket list and goals and everything, if you gave that to me right now, I still wouldn't take it. And that's me keeping it so real. I still wouldn't take it. And I keep guilt tripping myself for being sad, but I don't know any other emotion right now. I don't know any other emotion right now. I can't pretend that I'm happy because I'm truly just not. So yeah, yesterday I didn't come home, and you know, it's not really my style. I'm not really somebody who's like out and about like that. I'm definitely a homebody. I'm very introverted, very shy. I know that's I think that's the opposite of what you guys would assume about me, but yes, I'm a very shy person until you get to know me and kind of crack that, and then bitch, we gonna talk about absolutely everything. I might even just fart around you, and I don't like farting around people, but that's what I'm saying. Like, once we're real comfortable, then we're good. But yesterday I didn't go home, I was somewhere else, and I mean, I was safe and everything, so that was good. but I just needed something different. I said to myself, am I low because I'm home all the time? I mean, when I mean I'm a homebody, my body does not leave this house unless like I really need to. And my social anxiety is really bad. YouTube has made that a little bit worse for me, but it's something that I definitely need to work on. And I've spoken to my therapist about it. Like, because I do YouTube and I have a platform and, you know, people watching me and everything, I just feel like every single time I go out, people are just looking at me because they know me. And that just kind of creeps me out because I just don't know how to, like, how do you go about that situation? I'm not going to go up to you because that would be weird. So if you came up to me and said, hi, Keisha, like, I watch your videos, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm so awkward, but I would respect that, you know? But people can also just be, ooh, sorry. Fingers crossed I post it. If I do, then I guess it just takes a lot of bravery because it's not easy. I'll be honest with you. Like, it really isn't easy to let other people know about how you're genuinely feeling because people can use it against you. I've been through a bunch of bad situations in secondary school, aka high school. I went to a all girls Catholic school. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, it makes me feel sick just even like thinking about that because that was one of the, if not, I don't know, like, I don't know how I'm so strong from that. I mean, I feel weak now, but I don't know how I've been able to just, like, keep my chin up and just, like, focus and just not let my past define me because I've been through so much in which it's not normal. You know, the traumas that everyone has their own traumas. My traumas, I can only speak from what it is that I know and have experienced, unfortunately. It's not normal. I really wish that I attended to mental health a lot earlier, but I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't something that was spoken about, at least in my house. Oh my god, I was gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry because I actually look a mess when I'm crying. But I feel things. I really do, and things weigh on me. You know, going to an all-girls school 5 years from year 7 to year 11 was traumatic as hell. It's people fighting. It's teachers acting inappropriately. It's like teachers not believing you with certain things, and I experienced something in secondary school in which only a few people know about, and it really took me this year to really let my family know, and that was so like it hurt me because I wish I had told them at the time, like, this was not okay, like I just didn't want to go there, and I just wish that I had left that school a lot earlier, but you know, like, I just didn't want to let my parents down. Like, when you have parents who I just really I kind of resented my parents for making me not making me go there, but I guess they applied for different schools, but that was like one of the first schools that had accepted me. Back to school season was approaching, so like we had to go for, at this point, any school, you know, and it was like more of a newer school and everything, but you know, I really struggled there. I really struggled to be myself because people judged me for every goddamn thing. Like I was 11 years old, not knowing how to do my hair and everything, and my mum would do my hair for me, and I thought it would be fine until I go to school and people are criticizing it, you know. And a lot of the styles that I was doing when I was 11 years old, 12, 13 are the styles that come back in now, and the, you know, the styles that you see all over Pinterest, Instagram and everything. So it's just crazy. I'm gonna just quickly speak on something that still sticks with me till this day. So I had this so-called bestie when I was in school, and you know, I don't hate anybody, but I do think karma is a bitch, and I do think it's real. Everybody experiences it to whichever capacity, I don't know, but people do need to hold themselves accountable. So yeah, I had this so-called bestie, and we were so close to the point where when you see her, you see me. Like, she was my right hand, okay? And she was bullied as well for a bunch of different reasons, and I always stuck with her because I felt like, okay, they were wrong for making the judgment about her. Like, that's just so wrong that you're bullying her for this. And a lot of the things you would bully her for are things that, like, she couldn't change, you know, so she experienced bullying. But then I started realizing that she was making some snidey comments to me, backhanded compliments. But when I was 13, 14, I didn't know what a backhanded compliment was. I'll be honest with you. So a lot of the things that I realized were a lot later when I left school and was not friends with her anymore. But she would make some really ridiculous comments. She would always like press my nose down and everything. And you know, it just felt weird. Just simply felt weird. And then she would be like, like pressing my nose, like, oh my god, your nose is like a button. But like, it's not necessarily what she's saying, it's how she's saying it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very sensitive, so I do cry a lot. I definitely did cry a lot when I was in school as opposed to now, but because of how I'm feeling, I've definitely been crying a lot, and I can't keep that to myself. I find that I'm in my bed a lot, I'm sleeping a lot, which just never used to be my style. You know what's crazy? And this is going to sound really ridiculous. I don't know if anyone can relate, but I used to hate sleeping. Like, I used to just like, go, work. I always want to be doing something. But now I just enjoy sleeping. Like, a blanket over my head, catch my Zeds. So unhealthy. You need to have a balance. And I know all these things. So I'm definitely aware of how I'm feeling, which is something that my therapist is telling me. Like, Keisha, it's good that you're aware of how you're feeling. And you know what's good and what's not good, you know? But I don't know how to help that. Because I'm probably going to go and take a nap after I post this video. Like, there isn't much motivation for me right now. I'm trying. That's the thing. I am trying. I haven't completely given up, even though in so many instances I wanted to. But I still feel like there is a mission, there is a goal out there. Like, my time is coming. It's just a matter of when. No one can say, Keisha, you just need to be patient. Because I feel like I have. This is a thing that's been going on, I'm going to be honest with you, maybe even pushing more than 2 years. You know, the constant battle of like, do I even know who I am? Am I happy with myself? I have social anxiety. Bro, like, I don't feel I can wear anything, because if I wear a dress, bodycon, tight, people are going to be staring at my ass. And listen, girl, I got an ass. I can't even cap to you. I do. But I don't want you looking at it. So it's like, I don't know. And there's just creepy men who catcall and think that that's the way to approach women. It's not. Who in their right mind is going to walk up to somebody who's just catcalled them and be like, yeah, here's my number? No one's going to do that. I feel really uncomfortable, and that's something that nobody speaks about. I've never, ever, ever heard someone say that. When you go out, there are certain clothes that you don't feel comfortable wearing. Hence why I constantly wear big cargo trousers. Hence why I've always got a jacket on clutch. Summertime, as much as I love me some sun, and I get to tan, and the melanin be popping even more, I'm scared. Like, genuinely speaking, I know I play around a lot, but I'm genuinely scared for summertime. And that's why you should stop being like, oh my God, why does this person wear a long sleeve in summer? Bitch, if I want to wear a long sleeve in summer, it's because I just don't feel comfortable showing skin sometimes. I don't feel comfortable because I don't trust other people. I've heard too many horror stories. I've experienced things personally that have put me off. Okay? And obviously, not all men are the same. There's just a certain demographic of them who just piss me the F off. All these cute pieces that you see me wearing, it's for the YouTubes. It's for the pictures. I mean, I look cute when I go out, I can't lie to you. But, like, I don't really feel like I can be who I am. And that's so sad. I don't feel like I can genuinely be the expressive, creative, bold Keisha. Instead, I'm going out and I'm wearing all black. I'm hiding my beautiful shape. I'm hiding. That's my point. And I felt like I was hiding in secondary school, too. Being in that school of all girls and just everybody being bitchy and, you know, just, like, sending indirects and just focusing on the wrong things, when in reality it's like, girl, we're here to get our education. And that's why I was so happy to just like walk away. Like, when it was the last day of school ever, I was so happy. Like, people were emotional, like, oh my God, we're not gonna... I didn't want to see any of these bitches. It wasn't the most popular. I mean, it's interesting because on the first day of school ever, like, I don't know, my energy, I guess, just kind of attracted people. And then, like, I would have my little squad or whatever. And then people would just, like, attach onto that. And I don't know, like, nobody wants to be alone in school. Nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to be the loner, you know? And I definitely didn't want to be the loner. I wanted to have friends. I wanted to be around people, you know? And maybe it was because I was watching so much, like, chick flicks and stuff. And I just always saw people with different squads and stuff. But I didn't want to be a loner. I couldn't do that for myself. I would feel like, what's the point of me going to school? And I know school is about education, but it's also about friendships. It's also about those relationships you build with other people too. No one really had my back. No one did. I always kind of felt like I was just more focused on... I don't know, sometimes I kind of felt like I was boring and old. I don't know if any of you guys feel that, like, with people your age mate, you just kind of feel old because you don't really want to do the same things they're doing. Like, after school they go and link boys. I kind of felt like, is there something wrong with me for not wanting to go and link boys after school, but would more so just want to go home and just like stretch and just do whatever it is I wanted to do at home, you know, because we just finished, like, school started at 8:45 and finished 3:15. Like, I just wanted to go home and not link with boys. That wasn't me, you know. And I kind of felt like when I did do that though, it felt forced, and it felt like, okay, because they're doing it, I'm gonna do it too. I felt like I wanted to say this in the video, but for some reason I forgot. But I feel like going to an all-girls school, it makes you question your sexuality. I think anybody who's ever gone to a same-sex school has probably questioned their sexuality maybe one or more occasion, which is perfectly normal and makes perfect sense, to be honest with you. But as a straight woman, I feel as though it was really hard. You know, it's so hard battling just everything. Like, you're a kid, you know, you're a moody teenager, you're going through puberty, you feel like teachers will have your back and trust you, and you feel like you can build those relationships with teachers, but no one's really got your back as much as they like to let on. But yeah, like, it was just so much. High school was truly one of the moments that I hate talking about, but also one of the chapters in my life that I keep on revisiting, especially in therapy, because it holds the most trauma. And I think certain parts of my high school experience has stayed with me till this day because I haven't attended to those feelings, you know? So if there's anyone watching right now, I mean, there is someone watching right now, but like, just try your best to take your mind back to that place of the trauma. I know it's so hard, and really just write down like what it is that you currently feel and what you feel like you felt in that moment too. Like there's so much power in just vulnerability, like I keep on saying. Like I just felt like I just haven't really been able to be me, and I think coming onto YouTube I've been able to kind of like do that a lot more, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm really grateful for you guys for just like tuning in and clicking, because you don't have to. And that's one of those things that I actually just forget. You don't have to click on a video, but you choose to come back. And shout out to those, oh my god, shout out to you guys who just like show me support. Like I know I have sometimes the maddest opinions and stuff, but like the fact that you know it's simply just an opinion and you still rock with me, I really do respect that. I'm ready to just like spill and just share a lot more with you guys. I would say also, I think being on birth control, yesterday, last year was really, it played with my mind. So I started birth control for the first time last year. I think it was in January, and I felt immediately I was so moody. I was taken out on family members shouting, just being like, just somebody don't want to be around. I was that. And I was thinking like, what's changed? Because before that I was fine. Like 2021 was a pretty decent year for me. Like I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, we flipping spoke to Justin Drew Bieber.
Question was,
okay, so this is your 6th studio album. How would you say Justice differs from the others? And who do you like plan on collaborating with next in the future?
SZA.
Justin don't. Oh my god, are you serious?
Yes.
I love her.
And that's something that like I need to work on as well. And I'm telling my therapist this all the time. Like every time we achieve something, you need to celebrate it. Like go and throw a dinner party, go and like celebrate it. Just live your life, because you only get one life. And that's something we all know. But are you actually taking that in? You only get one life. You don't get to do this ish again. So you really just have to live in the now moments. And people are going to criticize you and ridicule you for some of your decisions. But sometimes you just got to make those mistakes and realize it's a mistake and not do it again. And that's why like when people try and like, people on the internet like to advise, not necessarily advise you, but tell you, hey, don't do this, don't do that because that's wrong. Might be wrong to you, but it feels right to me. And sometimes it genuinely was a good decision, and sometimes it's not. And I hold that L, and I realize that, okay, we ain't gonna do that again. But let me learn. I'm only 22 years old. Okay, let me learn. We all make mistakes. It's what you do afterwards. I was on birth control for like, I don't remember when I stopped. I think I stopped mid 2022, late, I don't know. But it's basically the pills that you take every single day. That's the one that I went for, right? And I spoke to a doctor, and I just wanted something that just best suited me. Initially, I was going to do this video in one take, but I just feel like I missed out on so much. So basically, another thing that I wanted to say is the birth control definitely made me break out. And I'm somebody who had pretty clear skin, I would say. I know people always ask me for my skincare routine, but it actually is genetics, and just less is more. That's for sure when it comes to products. But yeah, so I definitely was breaking out so much, especially around my cheeks. And that was something that wasn't really usual for me. So I noticed that. I don't have the best of diets, but even when I was eating bad, I would never really break out like the way that I was breaking out on this certain pill. And whilst doing that, I was also on skin treatment too, because, I mean, it's funny that I say I have clear skin. I mean, I do have clear skin, but I've had hyperpigmentation for so long. And I think I've kind of spoken about that occasionally over on Instagram. And yeah, I deal with hyperpigmentation all over my body, specifically underneath my eyes. Where else do I deal with it? And I had this scar on my forehead, which you can still see, but I'm still doing treatment. I have a doctor that I speak to, like a skin specialist, and she's given me, I think it was hydroquinone and it was tretinoin. I know tretinoin I know tretinoin is something that's fairly popular. But I guess you can get that anywhere, whereas hydroquinone has to be prescribed by a doctor. But yeah, so I've been dealing with like skin battles for a few years now, to be honest with you, but I was only able to really afford to speak to a skin specialist in regards to it, especially somebody with a similar skin tone as mine. So that's why sometimes my skin may look a little bit weird, because we are currently on treatment. But you know, I'm trying to get it right, basically, and it's just been a journey. And also being on the pill just made it worse. I can't explain it. But yeah, also if you're using hydroquinone, make sure you obviously are using the right dosage, because I have flopped it a few times. And also give me some more tips. If there's anything else you can share, I would love to know. But yeah, let's continue on. I felt so sick. Like I felt sick. I felt heavy, and it's weird because I didn't feel like I put on weight, but I just felt heavy and I felt like slumped and like not motivated. And I was like, there's no way a pill could be doing this to me. Like, no. But I stuck it through for a couple of months, and I told my mom, like, something just feels wrong, like it might be the contraceptive pill. And then she was like, yeah, maybe just come off of it, go and talk to the doctor. And I did exactly that, and I came off of it. And this is not to sound mean or anything, but don't be a doctor or nurse if you don't care. If you don't genuinely care about people. That's what I'm gonna say, because I've had to do trial and error to find the best doctor to talk to for me. And that's not me going private or anything. I'm still at the NHS, like, I'm still at the NHS, but it's trial and error. And I get it, like, doctors are underpaid and, like, you know, going on strikes and everything, and I really do feel for them. But at the same time, like, this is health we're talking about. This is something that's so personal to me. So, like, I don't know, people have just been very off with me sometimes, and there's so much that I don't know that I come to you for information for. I've had a rocky relationship with contraception, and I don't know how to feel about it because, like, right now I'm not on it. I'll be honest with you, right now I'm not on it, and I feel like if I was on it, it would mess me up. Maybe there's like a different type of contraception that I should probably try, and I'm still gonna do my research anyways. But I felt really low, depressed, down, suicidal, which was the biggest thing for me. I said to myself, prior to this, I haven't had that moment in years, or maybe even never. But then I kept having those thoughts, and I thought, why am I feeling this way? I'm so insecure with the fact that I don't have any friends. And I don't know, like, I've always wanted just a group of friends, or maybe even just that one person I can go to and tell absolutely everything. We can kiki, we can gossip, chat shit, you know, the vibes. Like, we can go out, look cute. Like, I can call you and be like, hey, do you want to go here? And you're just already up for it. Like, you're just down. I want a down babe. I want a down bitch so badly. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting myself out there. So I'm going to go ahead and just say this. If you live in London and you're like the same age as me and you really feel as though we can mesh, we can click, and you're not going to ask me about YouTube, none of that ish, but we can still kiki and just have a fun time, because it's so hard making friends in your 20s. And that's why I put myself out there on Bumble BFF. And I think the only thing about these apps and even dating apps is people's inconsistency. And there's been moments where I've held myself accountable for not being consistent with certain conversations in which I probably should have. But, you know, life gets in the way at times. So I definitely do, you know, realize that. But I want to make friends, and I'm putting this out there. If you genuinely feel like you're on the same page with that and you find it extremely hard to make friends, but you feel like we have like good energy and you feel like we can click and mesh, and you guys get the humor, because sense of humor is so big for me, reach out to me. Like, genuinely send me a DM right now and tell me a bit more about you. Obviously, I'm not going to link up with you just like that, but, like, you know, let's really just try and build something, because I'm so tired of being jealous of other people. It's not a nice feeling when you start to resent yourself. I hate the person that I am right now, because I feel like I'm nitpicking everything, but that's just how I feel, and I have to accept it. Same way when I was younger, people used to always call me a crybaby, and then I got this tattoo, like, I think I got it this year, didn't I? I got it this year. I don't know if you guys can see it, but, like, it's basically a love heart with, like, lips, nose, and eyes, and, like, down her eyes are some tears. And you know what? One of my favorite tattoos, by the way. I own it. Like, I'm a sensitive bitch. I'm a sensitive babe. A lot of things do get to me. I'll be honest with you guys. I used to cry a lot, but you know what, bitch? Now I'm just a crybaby, like Melanie Martinez. Like, it is what it is. I think another thing people want to know about is relationships. Like, I don't really get too much in detail about, like, my relationship or, like, who I'm seeing, this, that, and the other. I'm such a secretive person. I'm so secretive. Like, I'm the type of person where it's like, I want to make sure things are going great before I introduce you to my family, just because I know how my family are like, and just because I don't want to be that person who brought someone home and it just didn't work. That's just me personally. Like, if it doesn't work for you, it didn't work. But for me and my pride, oh hell no. I love that I'm like smiling a little bit, because I definitely wasn't before recording this video, but it's good to see that I'm still able to crack jokes and stuff. But yeah, I've been in this moment right now. I'm not seeing anyone, but I'm definitely, like, building great relations with people. I'm not putting any pressure on it, to be honest with you, but I was in a relationship that lasted a very long time. And it was on and off, and it was rocky, and it was rocky for a reason. And that was my first ever relationship, by the way. As much as I can blame the other person for being a prick and for doing dumbass things and for just making the wrong decisions and saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things, I also have to hold myself accountable. And that's something that I've always prided myself in, accountability. I was wrong for certain things. I was definitely toxic. I definitely didn't use my brain when it came to certain things. I regret those, but I'm always very sincere and apologetic when I do something wrong. Time is so precious to people. It's so precious to people. It's precious to me. I don't want people to waste my time. So I'm not going to do that to someone else. And I'm someone who gets so sick of someone. Like, I can like you today and feel like you're just really good looking and just like my type. Mwah. But tomorrow it's like... With relationships right now, I am not mad. Like, I'm open to it, but I'm not like obsessed or boy crazy, like looking for a man. Also, I think because of things that I've experienced, there's certain things that I know that I want now moving forward and will put up with, and things that I wouldn't put up with, because I have put up with a lot of things which really do take a toll on your mental. Like, you can be like, oh my god, this can never be me, but bitch, that could be you in 0.2 seconds. Like, oh no, that could be me. If that was me in that situation, I'd do that. Girl, you in that situation, you didn't do that. I don't know what's next for me. I don't know. I'm just doing the whole YouTube thing. I'm enjoying it. As for music, I know lots of you guys really want new Mew Mew. I got it. Like, I've been writing music. I just need to find a studio. Like, it's so expensive. Like, it is ridiculously expensive studio time for like 3 hours only. And I just want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth, and making sure that I'm going to like an environment that I feel comfortable and safe in, because there are so many like horror stories of like, you know, producers just being really creepy and weird, and I just want to feel safe when I'm recording music. Like, that's all that matters to me. So, you know, I'm just kind of trying to see like what is within budget, which makes sense for me, and then we can get some music going just like that. But I've been writing music, so everything, like, I have given you guys teasers. Like, I do YouTube lives and I'm like, do you guys want to hear this song? And you guys love it. Like, it's exciting, and I can't wait to release it and just record it and just do all of that, because it really it is a sense of therapy for me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't picked up a pen in a minute to write some music, but just know that when I do go ahead and release something, it's something of value, and something that is real, very real to me. I just want friends. I think that's what I need. Like, I genuinely just want like a friend I can call to, and that they'll just have my back. And oh my god. Okay. It's 31 minutes. Miss 31. I never do long videos. Do you guys like long videos? Because I like watching people's videos when they're long. But for me, like, a cute 20-minute video, 15 is okay. But people are like, Keisha, please give us 30. I'm like, a 30? Okay, bitch. You sure? Oh yeah, speaking of that so-called bestie at secondary school, she actually reached out to me during COVID, like lockdown, and she was like, hey Keisha, like, I hope you're doing well, I think we should meet up. I'm like, bitch, meet up for what? To bully me again? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really put her in her place. I was like, no, we're not meeting up. I feel like you only want to meet up with me because you saw a video of mine you recommended, and then boom, de clap, boy was I right. We are too grown to be acting like flipping kids. I don't like her. I don't like her. I wish her the best, but I don't like her personally. I don't have to. You don't have to like everyone. You don't have to wish everyone the best. But I don't like her, but I'm wishing her the best. It's crazy because I actually started my YouTube channel when I was 16.
Fun fact, my first ever hater was someone from my secondary school. I remember it was like this big mystery. Like, I got my first ever dislike. I remember this is around the time where you can actually see the amount of people who disliked a video, right? And I remember seeing 1 thumbs down, but maybe like 60 thumbs up or 30 thumbs up, right? And I was shookety shook, because I'm thinking, who is this person? I need to find out who this person is. I need to do some digging, because this is not okay. Now, bearing in mind, I was only 16. This is when I first started my channel. Now, I don't give a flying F. Like, I don't need to go and investigate. Like, it is what it is. But I knew it was someone from school, because I'd only, I was literally promoting my YouTube videos over on my Instagram story. Like, hey guys, follow me, blah, blah, blah. And I remember people used to laugh at it. One way or the other, I'm gonna get the tea. I remember people kept telling me, like, Keisha, I'm not gonna lie, this person was talking about you in college, just that and the other. I'm like, you guys still have my name in your mouth in college? But anyways, yeah, I remember that used to really piss me off.
Thought that I could do the whole Zoella thing, like, hi guys. Like, I remember I came on YouTube, actually, fun fact, I did makeup. Nobody knows because those videos are on private and they're cringy to me, but I was 16. I think I was 16.5, like, I was about to be 17. I remember, like, filming in my room, like, okay guys, so I'm gonna use this powder, babes. I wasn't even allowed to use makeup. I wasn't even like allowed to give you guys a full beat because my mom was like kind of strict, to be honest with you. Now I can do whatever the hell I want, but that time she was like, girl, just powder. I'm like, girl, I want the conceal, I want the full shebang. And I remember the first time I ever put on makeup like properly out was when for prom, and that was an experience that I don't even want to talk about because I was just ready to see the back of it all. Like, I didn't even want to go prom. But I only went because my siblings were like, Keisha, just go prom. It is an experience. Just do it. You know, it's just a good way to like round up the whole school year. Just go. It'll be fun. I went. It wasn't fun. I went. It wasn't fun. The food was trash. My outfit just didn't give. I felt like if I went to prom now, I know how to do it. But at that time, I just didn't know. My hair wasn't even looking cute. I hardly had any jewelry on. My outfit was just no, like you could have done better, but I think it's because I just didn't want to do better. I didn't want to do better. Who am I proving anything to? I don't want to look good for none of you guys. You don't deserve to see me looking fine. I feel like I'm really good at studying people, you know, and that's something that you either like or you don't like. But I think it's a gift. Like, you can actually clock when someone is playing you and when somebody has an ulterior motive. And I think when it comes to friendship and dating, those are things that you just need. To be honest with you guys, I'm going to open up about this and tell me if you guys want more of these videos where I'm keeping it real and we're not talking about celebrities. Like, we can do that, but we can also like implement different things too. I also have a second channel, which I'll link down below. So if you guys want to see more of me, then that's another place to find me. But there's somebody who's so obsessed with me. Let me tell you a mini story. So basically, like, I was on Tinder. I'm on different like dating apps, and I like, at first it was a joke, but then it's kind of like, let me just try it out. Like, what's the worst that can happen? But I'm not just gonna link anyone. I have to really like you or feel like there could be something for me to go out and actually like meet you. I'm on these apps to date, not because I just want to hook up or any of that. Like, that really isn't me, or at least not who I am right now. I don't know, like, I want more from dating than that, and I'm always making that very clear. And there was this person, right, he lives in the UK and not too far from me, and he is Spanish, so he has like an accent and everything. And I remember just talking to him, and like, he's attractive and everything, and I'm not one of those people who's like, oh yeah, I'm all personality, because I am looks as well. Because when I wake up in the morning next to you and I turn around and look at your face, I don't want to cry. Like, but of course, personality definitely is a big thing. Like, you have to be fun, you have to be outgoing, you have to like my music, you have to like me. Like, you have to be able to dress cool. Like, there's so many things that I like. You have to be caring, considerate, you know, like, love your family, all these things. And yeah, so we were talking for a bit, but then it came off as very possessive. Like, babes, this is the first time talking and you're telling me what to do. I don't like that, because that's not the first person that's told me, that's done that to me. And just like over sexualizing me. And I don't know whether it's like a women thing, like it happens to everyone, but I've noticed that happened to a lot of black women. Like, please be careful on these apps. Like, I'm not telling you to stop, because I'm probably not going to stop anyways, because there could be the right person for me out there, but there are so many just like douchebags on there who just like fetish you and your skin color. Like, so many people will call me, hi chocolate, hi, I'm like, bitch, I have a name and you can see it. Bitch, you don't hear me saying hi milk chocolate to other people. Hi white chocolate, hi caramel, bueno, Twix, Snickers. Get out of here. Like, that is so icky to me. Like, ugh. As much as I'm really shy, this is gonna sound really weird, as much as I'm very shy, I'm also very confrontational. Like, when it's time to be confrontational and really like defend myself. And that was a quality that I didn't have when I was like 13, 14, 15, which would have been so useful, so that people couldn't just walk over me. I don't want people to be intimidated of me, because I want you to be able to like see me as approachable and want to chat to me, but I also just want you to know that I'm not taking shit. You can't just say any and everything to me. Like, no, that's something that like I kind of have. I mean, I kind of lost, but I still somewhat have it. I guess let me just go ahead and wrap up this video by talking about where I'm at right now. I don't see the purpose in anything, which is very scary. I used to, like I said, have a purpose and have goals, and no one can get in my way, and I was so, you know, focused on this and just making ish work. But I think, you know, having achieved an amount of success, or a certain amount of success, I would say, you know, you're kind of like, what's next? And when you don't get what you want because you've received success at a point in your life, you just kind of feel like shit. And I looked at numbers a lot. As a creator, you'd be lying if you said that numbers don't matter to you, because they do. You know, that's how brands connect with you and want to know, like, okay, so how much numbers you getting here, there, and the other. You know, like, that's how much they're going to pay you. And speaking of payment, like, I had to negotiate my price with different brands because they didn't want to pay me what I know I deserve and was my payment rate. And I never, ever, ever changed it. That's maybe why we don't do a lot of brand collaborations. But when we do, I always want to shout out those brands, because you really just, is a good brand and is a good thing that I'm advertising. And also, like, you understood the payment rate. Like, you have enough money to pay me what it is that I deserve. I'm not asking you for a extortionate amount of shacoin. I hope I find my purpose again. I hope I'm happy again, and genuinely happy, and it's not a fake smile or a fake laugh. I hope that, like, I'm just gonna put this out there, and maybe you know what? I'm not gonna say I hope. I'm gonna manifest it and be like, I'm going to be happy, genuinely happy. I'm going to have my own place, and I'm going to wake up every morning and just breathe and just be shocked by my view and be shocked by like what it is that I have done with my life, which is entertain people, inspire people. I'm so sorry sometimes. I really am sorry for the way that I've spoken to God sometimes, because it sounds like I'm nagging, like, why is this not, but I'm very happy with who I am within the last 6 months, because instead of doing that, I've been saying, thank you, Jesus, for life, even though sometimes I didn't want it, but I'm still grateful, like, thank you for life. And it's crazy though, because bro, like, your mood can change so quick, because yesterday I was so angry that I woke up. I've been trying to journal. I haven't journaled in like 3 or 4 days. I probably have a lot to write down. But I find that to be quite boring right now. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm going to be around good people, genuine people who've got my back, and people who want to see me win, and I want to see them win. I'm going to meet genuine people. I'm going to meet people who will always be there for me. And when I'm feeling suicidal and low, I know they're just there for me. Like, they're there to just, they will always say the right thing. I will be successful. There will be so many things that I achieve and accomplish, and I will be wealthy. I will have the life that I've dreamt of. I will have everything I want. I will attend to my mental health. I will attend to my feelings. If I feel like crying, I will cry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there.